Hi guys, Gabby from IdeateTV here, and I'm here with Jeannie Tirado. I'm sorry, Tirado? Tirado.
Or if you're Hispanic, I'll say Tirado.
Okay.
It's like a Rodriguez. You can say it different ways.
Either way, however way you want to say it. Well, thank you for stopping by and chatting with us today. And how excited are you for the Justice League RWBY crossover part 1?
I am so excited to be here. I mentioned this earlier. As a voice actor, we do everything kind of in isolation. You're in a booth, you have the director and engineer. So this is my first time actually meeting all the other voice actors on this project, meeting the DC people, the RWBY girls. So I was very excited to meet them. And then, hey, we're also here to talk to people and see a movie.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is so much fun. And you're right. I didn't even think about the fact that, you are kind of in your own little singular world sometimes if you're a voice actor. So you finally get to kind of meet your co-workers.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I know your voice. Now I get to put the voice to the face.
Yes. And I also see you're wearing green, which is perfect. Tell us a little bit about who your character is.
So I voiced the Green Lantern, also known as Jessica Cruz, which was amazing. A lot of people don't know this, but that's my sister's name.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was a Tirado and she married a Cruz. So I get to throw this in her face that you're Jessica Cruz, but so am I.
Yes. Oh, and I'm sure she loves that. Is your sister older or younger?
Older sister.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure she really loves that, right?
Yeah.
Well, and I know that they had the Justice League members kind of team up with our RWBY members. Who did your character get to team up with?
So I was mentioning this earlier as well. There's so much going on in this movie. It's not just one goal. There's like 3 goals of like, how do we fight these things? Why are we here? There are things that are missing. So I end up teaming with Jean.
Okay.
And we're both in such vulnerable places through this movie because of his past. And then also Jessica Cruz deals with anxiety and panic attacks. And you see a lot of that happen to her where she just feels super insecure as a teenager as well. It's just like ramped up so much more. So I loved their pairing. It was such like when you have 2 vulnerable people that come together and are raw and honest, chef's kiss.
Because that's just like true friendship, right? When you're able to just be vulnerable and tell your friend kind of, what's going on with you, what you're going through in that place that's just really raw and honest. Like, I feel like that can relate to not even just teenagers, anybody that watches the show.
Yeah, it definitely is. And because they're also having to fight, I want to be here for you and comfort you, but we have to defeat these guys first. So it's almost pulling somebody out of the mud and saying, you can do this, even if you don't believe you can do this, do it, and then that belief will come.
Exactly, yeah. And I just have to ask, so what was your favorite part about working on this film?
Oh my goodness, so much of it. There is a moment, not to give too much away, but there is a moment where Jessica finds her inner strength and is really able to take on that. No, I am a superhero. I'm not going to let my anxiety steal this away from me. And it's towards the end of the movie, but she has a super powerful moment.
Yay. Oh, well, that makes me so happy to hear. We love that for Jessica. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with us a little bit about your character and, part 1 of Justice League and RWBY teaming up. For IdeateTV, I'm Gabby.